This is chapter 13 of the book titled God's Gift to Women by Michael Baisden. "Samantha, breakfast is ready," I yelled. "And don't take all day. The school bus will be here in 5 minutes. When she came downstairs, I could tell she wasn't her usual bubbly self. Instead of giving me a hug and kiss, she sat down at the kitchen table and started pouting. "Good morning, princess. Why the long face this morning? You look like somebody stole your lunch money. I hate school. I wish we never moved to this crappy place." "Watch your mouth, young lady." "I'm sorry, Dad. It's just that my music teacher, Miss Adams, is getting on my nerves. I've only been in her class a week and she's already picking on me. Then there's this white girl named Melissa who keeps kicking the back of my seat. When I turn around and tell her to stop, I'm the one who gets in trouble. I hate school. Why didn't you tell me about this last week?" "I didn't want to bother you. I know how busy you are with your new job." "I'm never too busy for my baby. You know that." I put my arms around her. "Now, let me put some clothes on so we can get this mess straightened out once and for all." "Don't do that, Dad. Please." She grabbed my pajama sleeve as I was headed upstairs. "I don't want to look like a crybaby in front of the other kids." "Okay, but if things don't get better in the next couple weeks, let me know. I might have to come up there and pimp slap Miss Adams." I laughed. "Speaking of slapping, is it okay if I beat up Melissa if she keeps kicking my chair?" "Absolutely. Just make sure nobody sees you." We laughed and gave each other a high five. Just then the school bus pulled up to the corner. Sam kissed me on the cheek and ran off with her backpack swinging off her shoulder. "Melissa's going to get pimp slapped. Melissa's going to get pimp slapped," she sang. As I watched her board the bus, I felt proud of the child I was raising. Yup, she's a chip off the old block. While I washed the dishes, I turned on the Weather Channel to check the forecast. The heat was suffocating, and I was praying for a cloudy day. But just as I expected, the forecast was sunny skies and 98 degrees. No wonder the crime rate is lower in the South. "It's too damn hot for the crooks to come rob you," I said to myself. Just then, the phone rang. When I saw the 312 area code, I knew who it was. "What's up, player?" "What's up, Julian? How's everything in Houston, Texas?" He tried to sound southern. "Are those thick country girls knocking down your door yet?" "Eddie, I've only been on the air for a week." "I figured a big city boy like you would have a harem by now. I heard about all those Texas and Louisiana girls. They'll put a mojo on you and have you doing all kinds of outrageous shit. I don't spread myself thin like you. But I did meet a fine sister in a parking garage last week. She seems to have it all together. Nice body, pleasant personality, real hair, and she's a psychologist. Those intellectual types make the biggest freaks," Eddie said. "They'll listen to perverted sexual fantasies all day. By the time they get home, they're ready to break out the whips and handcuffs." "There you go again with your freak theory. Can you get your mind out the gutter for a second? I really like this woman. I even bought her some roses." "Roses? Wait a second. Is this the same man who, only a week ago, said he wasn't interested in a serious relationship?" "Who said anything about a serious relationship? I just sent her some roses for God's sake. It doesn't mean we're walking down the aisle." "Julian, you haven't bought roses for a woman since I know when, okay? You don't have to make such a big deal out of it," I told him. "Besides, she doesn't seem to be interested. I haven't heard from her since I sent the flowers to her office last week, not even so much as a thank you. That's why I haven't bothered to mention her until now." "Have you tried calling her? She could be dead." I left 2 messages at her office the day after I sent the flowers. And I've called the answering service at her foundation twice. Lord, help this poor soul. He's lost all his player etiquette, Eddie said. Don't you know a woman can detect a desperate man a mile away? And your point is, stop calling. If she's interested, she'll pursue you. While we were talking, I got a call from the other line. Hold on, Eddie. My other line is ringing. Take your call, Julian. I've got to get down to the studio. I just called to let you know I made reservations to fly in next Saturday. That's perfect timing. The radio station is throwing an old school party at the Hilton next week. Cool. I've been looking forward to checking out some of those thick Southern girls, Eddie said. Oh, and don't forget you promised to throw down on some barbecue. I have the coals on the grill, hot and ready to go. If you play your cards right, that doctor friend of yours will be hot and ready too. Take it from me, partner. Women are all about playing games. Peace. I didn't want to accept that Terry was playing games. That would have also meant accepting that she was common, typical, not special. I wasn't ready to admit to that possibility. When I clicked over, I expected it to be either Carmen's parents or Mitch. I didn't bother to check the caller ID when I clicked over. Hello? Paying residence. Julian? Yes, who is this? It's Terry. Terry Ross. How are you doing? She caught me completely off guard. Although I was happy to hear her voice, my pride wouldn't allow me to show it. I'm doing fine. I tried to sound cool. And you? I'm fine too. There was a pause. I knew she could sense my nonchalant attitude. If you're busy, I can call you back later. Did I say I was busy? No, but you sound like you don't want to be bothered. If I didn't want to be bothered, I would have told you. I always say what's on my mind. Are you implying something? I'm not implying anything. I'm simply saying that if I felt a certain way about an issue or a person, I would just come right out and say it. Look, Julian, I could tell you're in a funky mood. Maybe I should call you another time. Call me another time? For what, Terry? I asked angrily. You call my home acting as if you haven't received my phone calls or my flowers. You know I've been trying to reach you for over a week. You could have at least extended me the courtesy of a return phone call. Now wait just a minute, Julian. You don't know me well enough to be telling me off. And by the way, I never asked for the stupid flowers. You're right, Terry. We don't know each other that well. In fact, we don't know each other at all. But I assumed, as a gentleman, that an appropriate way of getting acquainted was to send you flowers. But I guess I was wrong. I paused to collect myself. You know, Terry, I don't know what you've gone through to make you so angry and distrustful towards men, but I'm not to blame. Furthermore, I'm not going to pay for it. Goodbye, Dr. Ross. I hope you find what you're searching for. As I hung up the phone, I thought about what Mitch said to me at WTLK in Chicago. He told me to start taking my own advice. In that situation, my advice would have been to let it go. If Terry couldn't appreciate a gentleman sending her flowers, if she couldn't give me the courtesy of a phone call, then what the hell did I need her for? Unlike most people who suffer from emotional dependency and low self-esteem, I accept when a person is not for me. I took a deep breath and headed upstairs to put on my swim trunks. I decided to do a few laps in the pool before hitting the weights. I ain't like her that much anyway, I said out loud. I was trying to convince myself I didn't care. Her head was too big and her legs was too skinny. And besides, who wants to date a psychologist? All they do is analyze every damn thing. Suddenly the phone rang. This time I checked the caller ID. It read, Ross Counseling Services. Hello? Julian, it's me, Terry. Please don't say anything. I have something I need to say to you. First of all, I apologize for not calling to thank you for the flowers. It was a wonderful gesture, and I truly appreciated it. No one has sent me flowers in over 10 years. I also want to tell you how much I love the poem you wrote. It showed me a tender side of you. Not many men are willing to communicate their emotions in such a romantic way. They're afraid of appearing too soft or weak. Also, you were right about me being hurt in the past. Sometimes it's hard for a woman to move on, even a woman who advises people about their relationships for a living. I guess I have a lot to learn about myself and about how to treat people. Can I say something now? I asked her. Not yet. I just have one more thing to say. Her tone was very serious. I admire you for being the man you are. Raising your daughter after losing your wife must be very difficult. I only hope that I haven't ruined my opportunity to get to know you and find out what kind of man you are outside of the studio. That's it. I'm done. Well, since you're feeling so apologetic, what are you willing to do to make it up to me? I'll leave that up to you, but don't ask for nothing crazy. She laughed. How about a date? Just say when. Be careful how you say that. I could be quite spontaneous. Like I said, you name the time and place, and I'll be there. Okay. How about an hour from now at my place? And may I ask what we're going to do at your place, Mr. Payne? Stop tripping, Ted. I'm not trying to seduce you. It's simply an invitation to get better acquainted and have a swim. That is, if a stuck-up, educated sister like yourself isn't afraid of getting her hair wet. She got quiet for a second. Okay, you got yourself a date. I'll be there in about an hour and a half. I have to go by the mall and pick up a cute swimsuit. And by the way, don't let my degrees and fancy office fool you. I'm a homegirl from Fifth Floor and I can throw down with the best of them, she said, sounding cocky. Now give me the directions to your place so I can embarrass you in your own pool. That is the end of chapter 13. Stay tuned.